What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of No More Light, the evil half of the Duality campaign. Barlow, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. 'Cause
Barbo
that
raid.
happened pretty much immediately after I went live.
Yeah.
Like, it was like you were waiting for me. I feel set up. I feel like I was staked out and set up for this.
Oh yeah, now I'm lurking you twice. Where's that tab?
But thank you everyone for being here. Ads and Homes, thank you for the follow. And let's get right into it. While we get our D100 rolls in there,
yeah.
go ahead and
No D100 roll. Jackson
yeah.
also rolled a crit fail last week.
You did indeed. Good looks.
That's what we like to see, Dave.
I got you. Hey, I will throw your ass under the entire bus on that.
Hey, man, my entire ass would fit under the bus, so...
Well,
I'm-
yeah,
I'm-
because
Yeah, I'll get
you may
run
be
over.
big, but buses are bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see what would happen if I got run over by a bus. Either I'd win or it wouldn't be my problem anymore. Either way,
Exactly.
I have news. It wouldn't be your problem anymore.
depends on the size of the bus.
No, it entirely
definitely
depends
doesn't.
on
Not a
the.
fucking micro machine.
It's a bus. It entirely depends on the lift between the tires and the undercarriage.
Size of the bus.
Oh,
Because if it's short
No,
enough to drag
I like
you,
how
I
we're
would-
just
I
sizing
would
Jackson
not-
up to a bus.
I would not be a pancake. I would be a jelly-filled donut.
No.
Look, all I gotta say is there's nothing better in a
God.
cyberpunk campaign than weaponizing the automated metro transit system. I need you to assassinate this guy. Hack into the auto buses. Have this one run slightly ahead of schedule and run that guy the fuck over. Okay, problem solved.
I don't know.
Isekai
I was
delivery
a
system.
I was a lot bigger fan in Watch Dogs of when you just click the button and raise the fucking street barriers and people just die.
That was also pretty fucking good.
Anyways,
You seem like the kid that would remove the ladders from the pools in The Sims. You also seem like a kid who would play The Sims.
no,
I did both of those things.
no, you don't remove the ladders. You trap them in the basement while their wife has sex with other men, and you
What?
make them paint art
Jesus
of it.
Christ.
That's how you
What
make
the
money
fuck?
in The Sims. You get someone
I've
who's
done that.
You get someone who's really good at art, then you trap them in the basement. You make them make art.
And I'm the psychopath for my RimWorld playthroughs? Come on, man.
I'm a sociopath. It's an entirely different thing.
Look, man, at least I had the common decency to turn their lovers into hats first.
Before somebody else fucked them? I'm confused. Alrighty. Anyways, let's introduce our characters. We have Safar, played by.
The Mighty Orion.
We
Pleasure to
have
be here.
Ridley Monroe, played by.
It's me, Jessica.
We have Zeos Bonvargo, played by.
The Minoru, hello.
We have Professor Malum, played by.
It's me, Isaac.
And we have Moriarty, played by.
Dave Levels Up, who is now seriously considering a Sims 4 stream that he calls Train Simulator.
No.
To just have a host of guys-
No. Stop
You're
that.
welcome, Jackson.
I'm gonna gift you RimWorld. I just want to watch you play it on stream.
That I support.
You want to watch me get banned?
No, people stream RimWorld.
All the
It's
time.
a pretty
People are pretty
it's-
much monsters.
Yeah, it's like I've watched streams on Twitch of RimWorld where people are like, I do some questionable ethical things in RimWorld. There are some dudes who like
All right.
Like,
Anyways,
it's
I've
funny.
tried to do this 3 times. We've got Professor Malum, played by.
didn't we do
It's
that?
me.
We already
Isaac.
did this.
Did we finish this?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
already
Yeah,
finished
I
this.
was the
I feel
last
like we
one.
did finish this.
Yeah, we ended it with
Oh,
Dave.
because that's when you said Sims 4
Are
playthrough.
you okay?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so-
when he said.
I was
yeah.
woken up from a nap.
I
reminded
literally
that I
walked
had
in
a
at
stream.
7. I walked in at 7:30 and said it's 7:30, and he goes, "Fuck."
Yo,
That's why
I
he's so
started
quiet.
streams that
And
way.
at 7:33, I was sitting at my computer talking to you all. So the brain's still booting up. All right. Who, Jackson, you failed last week. Give
No,
me
that
a...
was. No, I didn't.
Who did?
That was Dave.
No.
And I read last week somebody else also crit failed, and it was Jackson.
I did. No, I didn't. I did not crit fail.
You're the only one that crit failed.
You were the only one that crit failed last week. I got
Well,
like
let me roll up
37.
and high.
Yes, you were the only one who crit failed. Ridley rolled a 2, but you were the only one who crit failed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ridley got really close, but yeah.
So give me that
I think you might be
recap.
remembering. Yeah, never mind. Carry on.
Is that why you tried to throw me under the bus?
Yeah. Can we put a +1 on mine?
That's not. That doesn't. It has to be natural.
No,
That's not very nice.
you get
It
to
has to
just
be
do it
natural.
again this week. Who turned my dragon back into a goopy child?
Excuse me?
It is a goop boy.
How has this happened?
Excuse me?
It's a goop boy. Look at the dragon.
Alrighty. So, Moriarty, what happened last week?
Rolled a 68.
Oh, that's why you
That's-
wanted to add one. I mean, yeah, but you crit failed last week, which means you go last week and this week.
Oh.
That's why crit fails are bad. That's why they're worse than regular ones.
So we went to the place
Did the thing.
and we did the thing and we talked to the boner and now we're gonna go kill a demigod.
That was a
After we go to Vampland.
Well, you're not wrong.
And nothing you
You're,
said
you're
was
missing a
incor-
few bits and pieces, but you know,
Nothing you said was incorrect.
no,
Technically.
nothing he said was wrong. Just no one understands what the thing is.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anyways. Yeah, so you guys have just finished talking to Raz.
Yeah, boner.
Just to be clear, Sathara is going to ask Raz. So, Raz, you are freeing me from the part of the contract that prevents me from talking to Ridley about magic and that entire subsection.
Remind me, Sathar, what else was in that subsection?
Contract-related things.
He's gonna bust out the book and just start reading through it. And it literally just says subsection 1987 of the contract on the front of the book. And he reads through it and goes, "Oh, Sathar can't talk to Ridley about magic. Sathar can't go after my phylactery. Sathar can't try to magically stop Ridley from aging. I don't feel like I can free you from this entire subsection."
Okay, subsection 1094, subsection A, part B.
Sathar cannot use magic that would put Ridley in danger from mortals. Oh, you can be free of that. I don't care.
Excellent. That entire subsection? Cool. Okay. So you agree, yes?
Sure.
When you agree, the subsection is just going to erase itself from the book.
Yes, I know how law magic works.
Excellent. He's going to turn around and look at the rest of the party and go, "Now, I have some contracts I need you all to sign before we continue any further. But until then, it's been a pleasure, Raz.
Yep, get out.
Can you just kind of do the arm wave thing, or do we have to go climb out of the hole?"
You have to go climb out of the hole, and you have to walk back across. You have to go walk back across the town.
All right, fair enough.
That's what all. And he looks at Ridley and he goes, "Because all the heroes have to go on a hero journey, right, Ridley?"
Of course.
The child gets it.
Heroes?
Heroes?
Protagonists? The guys the book is written about? Whatever you wish to call yourselves.
Pretty sure Ridley would call those. Anyways, yeah, there you go.
Pirates, yes.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Sathar, I'm going to need you to cease with being a beta cuck.
Not on your life.
Alrighty. But he looks at you, he goes, "I will open all the doors for you, so you don't have to go through all that again." Or maybe I should just send you all the different sections of the dungeon and see how it goes.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
No,
let's
it
do it.
doesn't.
Before we do that, if you would give us a second, if you are going to do that, I'm totally fine with it. I just need them all to sign a contract really fast.
Oh yes, yes. How about I'll leave you to that? And he waves his hand and a table appears in the middle of the room with chairs around it and he just walks out. Well, I should say he floats out. Spookily.
Spookily, specifically.
I'm going to warn you, Jackson. Before my character signs anything, I need an actual contract in writing that I can read.
Yeah.
I will write a full D&D contract. I don't think you underestimate.
We're,
Oh no, I
don't
know
think we're
you will.
underestimating.
Bro, this gets to be the litigation episode.
No, I'm not gonna do it on stream. That'd be so boring for chat. But
Good thing Ridley's a lawyer, so.
Why? No. Do it, and I'll add 1,000 channel point thing that's just add an addendum so chat can directly influence this contract for either you or Ted. Not Ted. Jack.
still not
Fuck.
Ted.
Tired.
I mean, it would be for all of them. So it would just be a boilerplate contract. So I tell you what, I'll do that, and by next session we'll go over it.
Okay, well, you still need the rest of them to sign it, I'm guessing.
Well, I'd need all of them to sign it, which I'm assuming no one here, including Malum, is going to sign a contract without being able to see it.
Ridley
Yeah.
probably would.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
Are you kidding me?
no.
Ridley's a lawyer, man.
Yeah,
He knows better.
true. Ridley is a lawyer. Ridley knows law.
Mainly bird law, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, really?
In bird law, we call that a dick move.
Easy, Harvey.
Alrighty. Well, you guys are
Uh,
still fine to sit around this table and discuss your next steps.
Okay, what are our next steps?
Well, I feel like I need to bring something up. Earlier, I got a message from a former student. There was talk of building an army. And before I left, there was some talk about adapting the Arcanophage to eat away at the magic containing the soul well. I've recently learned that this might be bad for us or the plane. So we might need to stop them.
They're planning. Okay. Malum, how much do you know about the original Arcanophage?
Surprising amount. I did study it for several years.
Do you know how it was originally released?
Well, it was a natural strain originally.
Oh, kind of. It was modified. The original one was modified. To
Well, after a while, yes.
well, not by any government. Actually, part of the same project that brought about the soul well. Most of the magic that was originally claimed by the Arcanophage was completely diverted to the creation of the soul well.
Well, I have a feeling that's not where it's going to go this time.
Oh, that's totally fine. It has enough of a presence to cause some issues. So you're saying we may need to take out some former students and an army.
Yeah.
So we should go get an army ourselves from the Vimps, right? Wasn't
We
that
could-
on the table?
Jack, you can feel the gun almost vibrating with joy over this line of thought.
What line of thought?
Getting an army from
Getting
the
an
vampires.
army and going to fight Malum's former student.
I'm in. Let's do it. I'm willing to kill people to keep other people from
So here's the problem. They're doing the research in Vibin. Is that the right city? Where is map? PT, will you put up the map?
No, fuck you, nerd. Yes, I will.
Oh
No, fuck you, nerd.
Such big sad. Which happens to be completely surrounded. They're doing the research in Chilaxin in the mountain, which problematically for us is surrounded by an anti-magic field. So we're gonna have to re-skill a little bit in order to get in there, because the woods aren't. Well, I wouldn't describe them as friendly exactly.
The woods are lonely, dark, and deep, and I have promises to keep, and miles to go before we sleep.
Hey, Jack,
There's
you
definitely
doing okay
miles
over
to
there?
go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You channeling some very old literature?
Maybe.
I didn't know you read or could read.
I'm actually quite well educated, you Neanderthal.
Well, I mean, definitely still Rakshasa, but you know, hominids are. He's gonna look around the room at humans. That's still the word, right? Hominids.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you all were pretty clever, bashing rocks together, and starting fires, and enslaving entire populaces.
Takes practice.
Pretty fun to watch, honestly.
Take practice to smash rocks together. The gun says in your head.
That's not the part I was saying. Takes practice.
It's only in Jack's head right now.
Oh yeah.
Anyways. So, what are you guys doing?
So what's the plan then? We're gonna head over to was it Swarulu and get an army?
Well, while we're on the topic, I have some research notes regarding the soul well, which I think needs a little bit more refinement, but just now that I can speak about a lot of my research after that subsection was waived, I think everyone here would find it rather interesting. I have been working on a way to weaponize the soul well, and I need some assistance to do so.
Oh yeah.
Well, if I'm right, that gem being one of the initial starting points, we may be able to create an army. This won't be a tomorrow thing, but Malum, if you're willing to help me with some research, I think we might be able to manipulate some souls and redirect some of the energy from the soul well.
That sounds just jolly.
Oh, it should be. Death, destruction, mayhem, monsters the likes of which this plane has never seen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should definitely prioritize going to Chilaxin, but I can
I'm
help
entirely
you do
for it,
research
but
on the way.
oh no, yeah, absolutely.
Are we
Well, if we're
going to
going
be
to
summoning elder things?
quite, it's more so taking. If the research is correct, at least taking and using the souls that have already been trapped in the soul well as a sort of arcanic mutagen to manipulate existing living things into unholy creations.
Hang on. Hang on. I have an idea.
Your
Well, don't
brain
hurt
catching
yourself.
fire?
We're waiting to
Can
hear
you-
it. The gun says.
What?
The gun.
Your
The
brain
gun
catching fire?
says loud enough for all of you to hear around it. Well, don't hurt yourself. We're all waiting to hear it.
Is it
Well,
possible
fine.
to distill those souls into something tangible.
Would require great amounts of finesse and skill, but lucky for you, I'm sitting right here. So what did you have in mind?
Well, we have a solid way to aerosolize and deliver things of this nature, thanks to Fuckboy, whatever his name was, Grissif. And we could use that as a component for what we have already collected and acquired from him to make really, really scary monsters.
Interesting. Malum, what do you think? From its feasibility standpoint, of course.
Well, from a feasibility standpoint, souls aren't really a fluid or a gas.
He said he can turn them into something tangible.
Oh no, but they
Though.
can be contained, Malum.
I suppose. What does Malum think of this?
I don't know. What does Malum think of this?
Well, Malum doesn't like this, but does Malum think it's feasible? Should I roll Arcana or something?
Yes.
Okay.
That does seem like the relevant role, I think.
Possibly.
Maybe religion?
Maybe.
Malum's religion is science.
Also, Orion, you get my message?
Yes, I did. That is very short. So yes.
Yeah.
Should be good.
It could be feasible. You're not quite sure how things from the ethereal plane will mix with things from the material plane, but it could probably be done.
I mean, I guess it's feasible. It's possible. It's possible, but I don't like it.
How about it? Why don't you like it, Malum?
Well, it doesn't really seem like an effective weapon. Doesn't
Oh,
seem
look.
like the kind of weapon we'd want to make.
I tell you what. We need let's skin 2 humans here, okay? We have an army that we need to get rid of, and we need
Jack
souls.
pulls out his knife and looks at Malum. Are you taking the kid?
It's an expression, Jack.
Oh. Put it away?
Skin 2 humans with 1 knife? Never heard that one.
No. Round
Oh.
here, it's kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, well, tomato. Why don't we see if we can't develop some sort of, well, not some sort of, a type of soul catcher to see if we can't trap the souls from the army that we have to defeat, and experiment on it there and see if at least my hypothesis is correct.
Actually, I had an idea for something like that. So there is a weapon that I've heard of. It's called a 9 lives stealer. So I know that weapons can be imbued with the power to trap souls.
Your sentient weapons have been around since your dawn of time.
This isn't giving the weapon a sentience, though. This is literally acting like a storage vessel. Think Nefriti bottle. But for
Interesting.
souls. You kill someone with weapon, soul gets sucked from them to the weapon. I'm assuming it works in a similar way to the soul well. And as you were one of the original architects of the soul well, perhaps we can construct a weapon that does this.
I can put some thought into it. While Sithar is saying this, he's going to look over at Zeos to see what his reaction to any of this is. He's also going to try to pay attention to Ridley to see if Ridley is paying at all attention and interested in the conversation, or if he's spacing off.
Well, Zeus is keeping an unchanging face, just paying attention, listening.
Ridley's just off to the side, opening and closing his glove, which is just continuously catching on fire.
Hey Ridley, try it without the glove.
But the glove's the thing that does it. How do I do it without the glove?
Here. I tell you what. Because we talked that you do have some magic in you, but we have to train you. Remember? So here's what I'm gonna do. Can you come over here? I'm gonna cut up your glove for a second, just a little bit, and we're gonna see if it still works.
Let me cut up my glove.
Here, just come here.
Fine.
He's gonna cut off he's gonna pull the glove up slightly so he's not cutting off Ridley's finger.
Just
Again.
out of curiosity,
Again.
does the glove just have like an empty pinky finger? Just flop down?
We
Ridley's
stuffed it with
Did he
cotton
get-
balls.
In
Did
the
he not get
one-
his finger back?
No, we never reattached it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm missing my left pinky.
Technically,
I
it's still in my
guess-
bag.
I guess yes. It's probably just flopping down.
or you could just shove it back into his hand. Just have a little.
It's been several weeks. I don't think that's the best idea.
No, I meant the glove finger, not the
Oh.
fucking finger. No, just
Uh,
shove the finger back on. It'll be fine.
He's gonna cut off one of the fingertips of the glove specifically, without Ridley's hand in it, and then give it back to him and see if it'll still catch fire.
That's entirely up to you, Ridley, if you want that mental block to be gone or not.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for it.
What are you rolling?
What would it be? Wisdom, maybe. Above 10, he'll accept it.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Yeah, he opens his hand and catches fire. I was like, oh,
Right. So we're just gonna remove a little bit of the glove every day until you can do it without the glove. After the magic has been imbued, or
oh, so like it soaks into my hand.
Sure. Yeah, that's how magic works. Kind of. Not really, but we'll get you there. So, Zeus, I know when you joined us originally, you weren't particularly interested in a lot of this stuff. But you want one person dead. Yes?
That's one of my things, yes.
Well, what else do you want then?
Well, more personal, the other one. Nothing to do with you.
Well, he's gonna say as just a blank book appears on the table, and he goes, "Tell me what you want, and let's make a deal. You help us collect an army's worth of souls and build our weapon, and at least, I can't speak for the rest of them, will help you accomplish whatever you are seeking out. I can nearly guarantee as soon as you create that weapon, though, we can kill. Name the entity. Well, not entity. I don't really want to launch this against. Anyways, continue.
Well, one of my main goals is to figure out if my father is truly dead or not.
What's your father's name?
Fuck you. I have a name for it.
Do you remember the thing we talked about, PT?
No. Message me. Hey, Jackson, it says the pizza was delivered. If you want to go look.
I didn't say anything.
Who's asked PT for names? Not fucking me. God damn it.
No. Your father, your name. Welcome to
Fuck
my
you.
pain. Fucking suffer. This is what I go through every time you guys ask me what my PC's named. 'Cause I had
Why-
bad
I built a table for it.
Zen Ratal.
All right, I can find that out for you. You just are gonna have to sign on the dotted line.
I'd like to know what you are after, what I need to do to be able to abide
Your
by those
assistance.
guidelines.
You, through no direct or indirect action taken by you, will
Mhm.
you attempt to sabotage and or undermine our operations to build our weapon, or
Okay.
allow direct harm to come to the party through action and or inaction that you were able to prevent.
How loosely is that placed? Because there's things that I might be, but it would also put me in harm's way.
I make an offhand comment about how weird this dungeon is.
What do you mean weird? Do you wish to leave?
Well, that's not the important part. Zeus, I tell you not to sign anything the cat puts in front of you. I trust him and he's an ally, but do not make a deal with a literal devil.
That in Thieves Can't, I'll just say it.
Thieves Can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm well
My
aware.
comment about how weird the dungeon was
I
not for
understand,
you.
Dave. My bad. Yep.
Yeah, and Thieves Can't. I'm well aware to not make a deal with a literal devil.
I also say that I knew your father in Thieves Can't. We worked together from time to time.
Oh? Does that mean you...
Steven, can you clarify your last message? There's a weird double negative.
Instead of but and.
Okay. You understand why that was confusing?
Yes, I do. I reread it.
Okay. I don't know whether or not he's alive or exactly where he is.
So you weren't with him on his last mission?
No, but I do know what it was.
Oh? I'm
So
interested in how you would know that, because the Assassin's Guild is not very sharing of information when it comes to...
Yeah,
other people's
your dad
missions.
didn't work for the Assassin's Guild.
Are you two just talking about the dungeon?
Yeah.
Basically. We're basically just being like, this is a really fucking weird wall.
Yeah, your dad wasn't a member of the Assassin's Guild, or if he was, it was tangentially. He was a court assassin, or rather an assassin for the court of Swarwulu. That's how I know him. I'm a
That
spy
does-
master for the same said court.
But that doesn't make isn't that place just filled to the brim with just vampires purely?
No,
Besides, obviously, like probably like slaves or food.
it's ruled by vampires, but there are regular folk that live there.
Interesting. As far as I recall, my father told me to steer clear of there.
Because if anybody had found out you existed, you would have become a liability to him and his missions.
Hey, Sethar, didn't they mention how weird this wall is like 4 times already?
It's super weird, Ridley. I think they're broken. Malum, what do you think?
No, they're definitely broken. I think we should probably get them out of this dungeon.
I think so too. Is it the walls? Is it the
I mean,
air?
they mentioned the wall like 20 times, so
I don't know. Let's see if we can figure out what's so interesting about the wall.
They're gonna walk over. and
Malum
start
is
playing
just
with
gonna
the wall.
sit cross-legged and start making tea again, and just staring at the wall.
can I investigate the wall?
I would also like to investigate the wall. Well, no, I would like to help Ridley investigate the wall specifically.
Roll investigation at advantage, Ridley.
Investigating a fucking wall. As soon as they start investigating the wall, we're just gonna swap to talking about like a desk or a chair that's in the room.
The table. How
the table,
well
nat 20.
constructed the table is.
I got a nat 20, so
That's a nice boulder.
That's a real nice rock.
As you're looking over the wall, you're looking at the intricate design on this wall. And as you get really close to it, Ridley, you realize that it's literally just tally marks like a prisoner would make over the entirety of this inside wall.
Oh.
Damn, it is a weird wall.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, it is. Malum, come over and look at this.
Look, if
Right.
you want to know more about your father, I can help you find out. But you need to come along for the ride and trust me. All right?
Do I get my cash back?
I gave you back what you're getting back.
That's 14 gold. I had way more than that.
You did. However, that's the you scared the shit out of me and I almost had to kill you tax.
Semi-fair.
I mean, you're not dead, so
I am not dead.
Something taxation is theft.
something taxation is fuck.
Well, I was planning on coming along with you guys anyways, because I didn't like where you're taking him, or wherever you plan to take him. As I am talking about Grisif.
And second, he wants to get off this fucking island.
That too.
So I can help you with your dad. Just come along and we'll figure that out as we go. We might be able to find more information once we get back to Swarwulu.
All right.
Because his last mission was in fact in Swarwulu.
All right.
Alrighty.
When
Malum,
you guys
how's
finish
your
talk-
investigation of the walls going?
Malum is mostly focusing on his tea.
Did you get another message?
No.
Okay.
Elliot was distracted.
When you two finish talking about the wall, Sathar's gonna walk back over and sit down and say, "So Zeus, do we have a deal?"
Yes, but I can do that without signing the contract.
Well, here's the advantage of you signing this contract. If you sign, right, the only downside is if you break it, I get your soul, and I don't think you're going to break it. But if you don't break it, I can tell you right now, this second, if your father is alive and where he is.
I don't know about the second part, but
No, I'm telling you, that's guaranteed genuine location.
These chairs are real sturdy. Every man ought to do what he thinks best.
I think I'll sit along for the ride.
Have it your way.
I pull a scrap of paper out of my pocket, jot something down on it, and hand it to Sathar.
Sathar's going to look at it and read it.
He's already in my pocket. We're good.
Sathar is going to put the note on top of
As
the book.
as an addendum to the note, it does say underneath, I knew his father.
The blank book in front of everybody is just going to vanish.
You hear like the sound of high pitched singing from the next room, followed by the sound of running water.
Is he taking a shower?
Do we
Taking a shower.
want to know?
Mm-mm.
I think that's our cue to leave. Honestly.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think we want to mess with a lich who is taking a shower. Or whatever he's doing.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've had the chance to bathe.
We're going
You
back
wanna
to
go
the
join
ocean.
him?
That's a good point, Malum.
Well, no, I was going to wait my turn.
I'm just going to ask you this one time. Whatever he is washing in, are you sure you want to wash in it? Because he doesn't smell clean.
That's probably why he was taking a shower.
Look, you caught him on an off day. Give the man a break.
Jack, you do whatever you need to do, but I'm telling you, as somebody who's known Raz for a long time, his showers are not.
Water.
Well, sometimes they're water, just mixed with other things.
Hmm.
That's fair. All right, lead the way.
All right.
Ridley, pick a direction.
Ridley doesn't have to lead the way anymore. He said that we can go freely.
True.
Plus, Malum won't let me pick directions.
Yeah, he always picks the wrong direction. Let's go this way.
Yeah, what do you think Sathar was gonna do? Ridley, which way do you want to go? That way. Cool, we're going this way.
Fair.
And shouldn't we just, go the same way we came in? Since he, said we're free to go.
Well, Ridley and Malum
probably
don't know
turned
the
off
way
the trap.
you came in.
Well,
accurate.
I wasn't talking directly towards them because since they obviously got teleported, they have no idea where we came from. The other two do, though.
So how are you guys getting out of here? Is Ridley picking a random direction?
No,
Probably should
Ridley
just
is
head
not.
back head back the same way we came in.
Fair enough. Something just got knocked over in the kitchen. Hold on.
Pause. Talk about your plan.
We have lost 3.
What was it?
There's no one to talk about the plan. Everyone's gone.
Big rip.
What the fuck?
Guys, I say we kill Sathar.
I
Wait a
agree.
minute.
We can't have people making contracts in our midst.
Overthrow the DM.
Yes.
Oh, Dungeon Doggo has lost Dungeon Doggo's free roam privileges.
Uh-oh. Is Dungeon Doggo in the room with you? Or is
Yeah.
Dungeon Doggo in kennel?
Dungeon Doggo's in the room.
Ah.
What did Dungeon
Alright.
Doggo? What did Dungeon Doggo break?
Knocked over the trash can.
Oh,
It was empty, so there are worse things.
Yeah. Like
Are
no
there?
victory for Dungeon Doggo there. But okay, so you guys are out of the dungeon and back in the graveyard. I'm just gonna speed us right to that part.
very good.
Friendly reminder: don't look at any of them at all.
Once we get into town.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Hey Ridley, you like card games, right?
They're all right.
You like dice games?
I love dice games.
I have a game to show you when we get back.
Okay.
All right, we're just walking through the town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Looking down.
As you're walking through town, Sathar, from outside of town, you hear a bang and a clod of dirt poofs up next to your foot.
Probably the wind. I was gonna say as it just continues to walk, head down.
Ignoring the fact that somebody just took a shot at him.
What's he gonna do? Spin his head up and look around?
It's like it's almost like that's what they're trying to get you to do. The next one's going to land, just going to hit right in front of Malum.
Bummer. Keep on truck-a-luckin'. Malum knows how to follow orders.
Especially when his life is at risk.
Yeah.
Got that
Malum's
Stockholm
got
syndrome,
places to
baby. Anyways, you guys continue on as whoever this person's shooting at you is continues just taking shots at you.
But not
it seems like
obviously not.
seems like they're intentionally missing.
Hmm.
And then you guys are out of the town.
Ah, much better.
Yes.
Anyone has signed my contract, Zeos? He's gonna say as they're walking back.
Hmm.
Why didn't you want to sign my contract? Was it the
Oh.
wording? Was it? Oh, I've been out of the contract game for. Really? How old are you? 12?
Yep.
12 years?
That's not very long for how long.
No, but you humans get all crafty and your languages change and like what you want changes and it's a whole thing.
I'm not particular to trusting.
It's because
These
of my tail,
devils.
isn't it?
No. No.
Oh well,
The other
dang.
party had someone with the tail too, so had nothing to do with the tail.
Alrighty. As you guys head across the beach, or head along the edge of this cliff, seems like these phantom gunshots are just continuing. One of them smacks in. One of them, you just see them sparking off rocks around you, but it seems like all of them are missing.
Somebody is either a very bad shot or trying to make a point.
They're not trying to hit us. I can tell you that much. Are we able to turn around?
Yeah, you can look for the person doing this.
I'm asking specifically, Sithar, if we're able to turn around and look at the town since we're out of it.
I mean, you can. We should still probably just continue on our way. If they're trying to miss, like, they're trying to draw us into something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just gonna take a quick
What if
glance
they're
and see if
trying
I
to
can see
draw
them.
us into a friendship?
You don't actually believe that, do you, Malum?
Would it
No.
be investigation or investigation to look for them?
Perception, probably.
Perception. Nope. 13.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You just see the barren, ashy black stone and rocks.
Just keep moving forward.
As you guys get back to where, I'm assuming you tied a rope so it would be easier to get back down this cliff.
Yes.
When you get there,
cliff
you
we
find
climbed?
the
Yeah.
rope cut.
Is the boat still down there?
Uh,
And the two people we left there.
Let me roll a dice.
Uh-oh.
Can we at least see our boat in the distance?
You can
Like
see
the
your
big
boat
boat.
in the distance, yes.
That doesn't sound good. He said a boat, not our boat.
No, I said you can see your boat in the distance.
Oh, okay.
But your boat is not at the base of the thing anymore.
Is there
Can we
like
do-
wooden debris?
There's no debris. But
there anyone on the dock?
There's no debris, but you can see that the guy that you took off crow's nest duty is just floating face down in the water.
Not
What about
new
the other guy who was with
Leroy.
him? The other
Dude,
guy
he
dead in
had
the
a
water
bad
too?
day.
Kind of sad, not gonna lie.
Yeah, what about
Man.
Viet?
Viet and the boat are nowhere to be seen.
That might be a problem, that the boat ain't there anymore.
Well, I don't swim, so
I don't swim either, and I sadly cannot fly.
Can't fly?
No. The
Uh,
the downside of being a fallen Azamir.
Most
My wing-
Asimir can't fly.
No, the Azamir can fly. Just short distances.
I mean,
Am I wrong on that,
mechanically, a
PT?
lot of them can't, but
Oh,
there's now more of them that can't fly than those of them that can.
are we talking about
Interesting.
specifically?
Like mechanics wise, the base Asimar from the PHB cannot fly.
Hmm.
There is one specific subrace that can.
Oh.
Anyways, moving on. What do you guys? What you
What a
guys
bunch
gonna
of
do?
fucking nerds.
Who plays D&D?
Yeah.
I know.
Right? Like, fuck.
Plays D&D every Tuesday night.
Who plays D&D
And
3 nights a
Sunday.
week? PT.
You wish you could play D&D 3 nights a week, Minoru.
Ooh, what? Ooh, what? I have a fucking cookie in my mouth.
Alright, so what are y'all gonna do?
First, we get down the cliffside.
Let's not just jump down a cliffside into like waves
Wait,
crashing
there's nothing
against
down
rocks.
there.
Yeah.
Isn't there the dock down there, or is it?
No, we parked a boat against the rocks
Oh,
and climbed.
I thought there was a dock down there, or something like a small beach. But that's where we were against.
No. From my
No,
understanding, you
just-
guys backed the boat straight up to the cliff.
Gotcha.
I thought so as well.
I missed that part.
How
No.
far down is it?
Couple 100 feet.
To the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't think you were strong enough to climb up, huh?
No, that's not. It's just the fact that it's 100 feet. A couple of...
Well, I have no ideas how to get us through this, so
Cool. Me to the rescue again. I'll reset up the rope.
well, that doesn't solve the problem that there's an ocean between us and
The boat.
the boat.
We just signal them.
What do we have
Uh,
to signal them?
I can do it.
Please don't shoot at them.
No. That's dumb. I draw my gun.
Isn't that
Figured you were gonna say that's dumb. Slowly puts a gun away.
Fire
So what are you doing?
my gun into the air.
What are you casting? What's your bullet look like?
Eldritch Blast.
Just a streak into the air,
A flare, basically, at this
more or
point.
less. As you fire it into the air, you don't see any immediate response from the boats. I actually need to roll their perception checks to see if they even notice it, because it is daytime right now.
I mean, it also makes a not inconsiderable sound when I want it to.
Yeah, but with an 8 and how far they are, they might hear the crack and be looking over, but they didn't see the light.
Damn.
I see them? Anyone on the top of the boat?
Yeah, you can see people moving around the top of the ship.
Wait, how far away is the boat?
Probably like a mile and a half offshore. But you guys are in such an elevated position up on.
Okay,
these
so
cliffs
we're
that you
talking
can-
like 8,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a little fire.
You're making a fire.
Yes.
Nice.
Create smoke.
What are you burning? Because there's no trees on this island.
The child.
I've got I've got a 50-foot rope.
You're gonna burn the damn rope?
Don't
Wait,
waste the
where do
rope.
you? It's something to get their attention with. Do you have any other things to burn? I don't see anything to burn around here.
You want to burn the 50-foot rope that we could use to climb
Not
down
all of the
fucking
rope.
cliff.
Not all.
I-
Of, he already
I'm-
put.
I'm pretty confident all of you are wearing clothes that burn pretty well. In fact, I know they burn pretty well.
Uh,
I'm not particular to burning my clothing.
Wait, why are we needing burn stuff?
I am also not wearing clothes that burn.
Really just produces a huge flame in his hand? Can't you just wave this around and whatnot?
But Ridley, your flames don't make any smoke.
Hey, Ridley.
Yeah, what's up?
Have anything in your bag that you could maybe pull that body down there, up here, with?
My bags?
Like, you know, any of your magical items.
Wait,
So-
we want the bar?
Yeah, can you pull the body up here?
I got this. Let me borrow your pitten, Zeus.
Okay. Hand him my pitten.
Pull out my hammer, my pitten, a length of rope. I fashion a crude grappling hook attached to the rope that's also holding on the pittons. Yeet it out to the body and fish it in.
Roll me survival?
I'm going to argue sleight of hand.
I'll accept it.
Couldn't I use
19.
Could I use
Yeah, you
Druidcraft?
managed to fish the body, and with the help of the rest of the party, you can pull it up.
Could I use Druidcraft to make smoke come out of the fire?
You could
Yes.
use Druidcraft to make smoke come out of the fire, yes.
Do you
You
inform
can
anyone
use
else?
Druidcraft to just make smoke.
But I wouldn't know that. So I'm gonna make smoke come out of the fire.
Alrighty.
So there's just now smoke coming out of the fire as we have a drenching wet body next to us.
Correct.
Does it look like they're paying attention? Like, how much smoke is there?
There's a lot of smoke.
Just transfer the fire to the body. Burn the body.
Well, it's a wet body, so
It'll dry out eventually with enough heat.
that's where I was going. Can you guys help me make a body-shaped hole? Like in the dirt?
Is it dirt or is it stone?
As Ridley's just holding up this fire, you see them begin lowering a lifeboat from the ship.
Are the rest of us talking about if we need to get a hole?
Yes.
Look at Sathar. You hungry?
Yes, but not what I'm talking about.
Why are
Infernal
we thinking
fire.
about food right now? We gotta get to the ship.
Because there's a body right here. Like, it's
Guys.
fresh food. It's as close to seafood as I get. Okay.
Guys,
What?
the Ridley fire boat.
Oh, good job, Ridley.
You want me to throw the fire to the
Hey,
boat?
Malum, give me a perception check.
No. What?
What?
Malum, give me a perception check, because you're the only one not currently invested in the
Arguing.
conversation.
I was not invested in the conversation.
No, but you were
Alright.
looking at the boat.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
he not paying attention.
Cool.
That's not cool. I don't like that.
Hang on.
Yes, hanging on.
He's got something.
My
going on.
passive perception is 15.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure you're aware.
Yep. Nope. Tracking.
Mine's 18.
Just in case
Yours
you
is
needed
18?
to know, Steven.
Wasn't
mine's
tracking
18.
on that. Zeus, you hear something thundering towards you on many feet.
Guys, we have something coming. Not from the water.
Well, yeah, I don't normally come in the water.
Well, we do have a boat, but there's also something coming that way. Lots of legs.
I picked up what you said, Jackson. It's okay.
Is it the same thing we fought before?
I only hear.
I
it.
was thinking
turn
cider.
Around, I turn around. Do I see it?
You do see it,
You're welcome.
Ah.
and it looks like what you fought before,
Yep, it's the same big
but
bug.
much fucking bigger.
Oh, it's bigger.
You guys have 2 rounds before this thing gets to you.
do we have time to scramble down the side of this cliff?
No, it's like
Wait.
you said we had to climb up a 100-foot wall.
I mean, you'd have time to scramble over the cliff face.
I don't know how good of an idea that is with that thing being able to dig through the mountain.
Hey, Ridley, you like making friends with animals, right?
I could try.
Just gonna move my way over here.
Yeah, I'm not having any of this. You watch as Malum dives over the edge of the cliff.
It's several hundred feet.
He's going. It's too late.
That's
He's
gonna be
also
very
casting Feather
painful.
Fall on himself, so.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not as painful.
Okay, so good to know. Malum's out of the fight.
Malum's on his way out.
Mom just said, "Fuck
Join me
this
if
shit,
you
I'm out."
want!
Ridley steps in front of everyone towards the creature, putting the fire out. Is
I'm gonna-
preparing to cast a spell when it gets here.
I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna shoot the water where Malum's gonna land, and harden his landing.
It's Featherfall.
He's Featherfall though.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I'm gonna chill touch it. If he's gonna run away, I want him to splat.
Malum, as you're going down, Jack gracefully gives you a landing platform made of ice on the ocean.
Oh, what a nice guy. I'm just gonna be quiet about. Never mind.
Malum's just surfing on an ice block.
And then I would like to use acrobatics. Once I realize I just made us a boat out of ice.
How big is the boat?
Would it be possible for me to make it down the cliff face with acrobatics?
Sure, give me a roll.
$14.
You make it about halfway down before you grab a rock, and as you grab it, it just pulls out of the wall, and you find yourself falling.
I'll jab
incredibly
my
slowly.
dagger in.
You find yourself falling incredibly slowly.
Okay.
Anyways, that's 2 rounds for everybody left on the cliff face. Roll me initiative.
Oh boy. That's bad.
Yo, I have a 19 passive perception.
But you have a 19. You saw it too.
I was busy focusing on putting the body in a hole.
That's fair.
The button for initiative is there. Oh my god, that's slow. What is going on?
You turn hardware acceleration off?
Oh, got a 20 though. I am not going first at all.
Can I cast a spell that I prepared?
Yes. What spell did you prepare?
Animal friendship.
It failed.
What? It's an animal.
Not an animal.
It's a
Insects are animals.
Animal is a creature type. This thing is a monstrosity. Or an aberration. I
But
don't remember
luckily for you all, it's a monstrosity that is going last. All right.
Yes.
All right, so Thar, what are you doing? As this thing just rushes towards you all, and 2 of your party members are already over the side.
I'm gonna yell over the side asking if they're dead.
No, I made a boat.
How'd you survive?
I'm a good climber, remember?
You guys are useless.
Does Malum say anything?
No,
Now I'm
Malum's
just chilling
just
on
like-
the ice block.
cruising.
Just sitting on the ice block.
Ask me that one
He's-
more
yeah.
time. Is Malum what?
He already answered.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Danger.
I wouldn't say it's a quality boat.
It does float. That's the important bit.
That's all that matters.
And requires near constant maintenance. Which I'm assuming Jack and Malum are just rapidly doing.
Oh, yeah.
So do we just hear the sound of constant gunfire from down below then?
Yes.
Yes.
I like how you and PT both.
So Sathar, what are you
Insane.
doing?
Mal's go.
Uh,
There's a hole here. Pulls out gun, shoots it.
That is a phenomenal question.
Somebody
Uh,
finally got it.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right, what's the save?
It is 14
14 what?
Wisdom.
It beats it. Rolled an 18.
Damn.
On a failed save, does it take any damage? A creature doesn't move. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away from me.
All right, so roll your damage.
I don't remember what this thing is called, but we
Tonight.
should now call it Hot Leggy Death.
All right, so as this thing charges towards all three of you, Ridley, you watch Sathar cast a spell, and it is your turn.
Ridley throws his rock to cast Shatter.
All right, that's a dex save, isn't it?
It's a con save.
Oh, even better. Does a 19 beat it?
Yes.
All right,
So
so
roll.
it passes. So half damage.
That's a
Yeah.
15. The one on screen.
Nine Thunder. Or. Thunder, right? Yeah, Thunder.
Alrighty. So this thing is charging towards you all, and Zeos, you're the last one to get a turn before this thing is going to just collide into you all. Hey, so Toko
gonna-
wants to know how many bits it's going to take to get Malum and Jack to recreate the scene from Titanic.
What do you think, Malum? 250?
69. No, 69. 420, 69.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's too
That's
many.
a lot,
See-
a lot.
That's
69
a lot.
bits.
I feel like 250 bits acceptable.
Yeah, 250 bits.
Anyways, I'm gonna shoot my short bow at it. 18. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit. Roll damage.
6.
Roll sneak attack.
Oh yeah, sneak attack. 7. So 13.
So you fire an arrow, and you watch it just clink into this thing, and it doesn't even slow it down as it runs straight up to you, Zeos.
Well, I'm gonna, as my bonus action, I'm gonna sneak. Oh wait, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
roll stealth then.
Okay.
Versus this thing.
Oh, that 2030.
Yeah, as far as this thing is concerned, Zeos, you just fucking disappear. You
Yep,
fire an
I'm-
arrow at it, and then just...
I dipped to the cliff.
Can I use a free action as a temporary, really fast last desperate action of a doomed Rakshasa?
What's your last action of a doomed Rakshasa?
Oh, good boy, come here!
Congratulations, your taunt worked.
Wasn't a taunt.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
not gonna...
you're not.
It's not gonna go after the smaller, weaker-looking prey anymore, so...
I was hoping to give it belly rubs.
This thing rushes straight towards you, Sathar.
And you
Oh,
can
God.
from the inside.
This thing rushes straight towards you, and... it is going to roll to bite you. Does a 16 hit?
my AC. Yes. Is that right?
Alrighty. Alrighty. So you are going to take. Let me just. Okay. So you're gonna take. Oh gosh, there's a lot of math. Oh god. 14, 17, 25, 31. You're gonna take 38 pierce. You're gonna take 45 piercing damage,
Sick. I'm down.
and it swallows you.
Oh. I'm gonna. Can I use my free action to yell over the cliff?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell down to them. Hey guys, we just lost the tiger.
I said jump.
He couldn't jump. He got munched.
Okay, you two jump, unless you would rather be munched.
That's fair.
This is how I saw Sathar going out. Not gonna lie.
This isn't how I thought he was
You
gonna
know,
go.
I didn't actually hear him say jump, so
He
don't
never
think-
said jump.
he never said it.
He never
Jones.
said
He didn't.
jump.
I said join me if you want. So you're right.
Close enough, but like.
No,
I also
no.
didn't hear that.
Very different sense of urgency between those two statements.
I also didn't hear join
Close
me
enough.
if you want.
Yeah, I didn't know he said anything. He just jumped.
Yeah, I
I
thought he
heard
just
that.
jumped.
That's okay. I'll become Ridley's surrogate father and teach him the ways of fucking with people's heads and stabbing them in the back.
I'd rather die.
So it's a good thing I didn't sign the contract.
You,
I mean, I couldn't have done anything about that. But like,
look. To quote Cardinal Richelieu, Ridley, that can be arranged!
right.
Okay then. Carry on.
So Sathar, you're unconscious and in its stomach. Give me a death saving throw.
That is. Where do I click for it? What?
I don't know.
Saving
roll
throw.
a
Malum,
D20.
Isaac, you've made death saving throws before. Where on the character sheet is it?
I just rolled a D20 in the bottom right hand corner.
That works too.
I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, bro, I wish I had sending.
All right. Well, that's one success, Sathar.
All right.
Ridley, you just watch this man eat your tiger.
That giant bug.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna yell to Ridley. Get over here. We're out of here.
Ridley starts glowing. As he pulls out his mantle of fire
Oh no.
and casts twinned lightning bolt.
I can't wait for the kid to get eaten and the fucking lich to walk out and go, the
Roll the
fuck?
hit.
You guys weren't supposed to die here.
Do I even roll for that?
No, it rolls a dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Also, I don't know if he can he necessarily miss when it's giant and in front of him?
Yes.
I feel like it'd be very hard.
Oh yeah. Can you twin spell that then?
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
you had to be I thought it had to be target one creature to be twin spelled.
Let me double check.
He's only targeting one creature.
That's not what I mean.
Lightning scenario of effect.
Oh, isn't is twin spell is that for a different creature though? Would that to be better?
Yeah, you have to target a different creature. That's why I was asking if you wanted
Then
to use
I'll
the sorcery
transmute it to lightning then.
point. Okay. So you just watch as a 13, I'm assuming, fails your save.
Yes, it does.
You just watch as a wall of just crackling fire, but the fire is blue and there are sparks shooting off of it. Shoots towards this thing and just hits it full on in the chest. Roll your
I have
damage.
some bad news.
They'll get their bad news.
That's
don't
an
you
area of
worry.
effect. Sathar automatically fails his save.
Yep, but he also has full cover against all spells from outside the Rubberaz.
Because
Oh.
I'm inside of it.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
yep,
kind of
yep.
inside of the belly.
Yep, I did. Yep.
Yep, nope, I didn't forget. 28 damage. Nice.
Which is why it's good that it's fire and not lightning, because lightning doesn't give a fuck about cover.
Well,
Like
he,
that, at least.
He transmuted it back to lightning, but Sathar's still fine.
And Ridley's gonna back off.
Zeos, are you doing anything?
Uh,
You are still stealthed and hidden from this thing.
I guess I'll. Hmm.
Could join team survive.
I'm gonna make one more shot at it. That did not gonna hit. That's an 11.
You're right, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah. All right. I'm
You get
gonna.
advantage since you're stealth.
I'm gonna gesture to Ridley like
Oh no, you
Go
should have
down.
advantage since you're
Go
stealth. Roll
down.
one more.
one more. Okay. Nope.
Yep, that one
14.
also misses.
Yeah. I'm just gonna gesture to Ridley. We're going down. We're going down the cliff. Start climbing down the cliff face.
Also, Jackson, I apologize, but I am totally okay with leaving you behind to die. Mostly because I know that you are on a respawn timer. Like, my
Well,
character knows that
he's
you're
also-
not actually dead.
While true, I'm probably the best one of us to die.
So Zeos, are you just ducking over the edge?
Yeah, as I'm like trying to bring Ridley with me, just like get down the cliff.
As you're trying to pull Ridley down the cliff, you all hear just a whoosh go over you as you watch a cannonball just smash this fucking thing in the head.
Is it dead?
No, but it's not happy. Sathar, you while inside this thing, like half in and out of consciousness, you just see
Sure.
a hole below you where its digestive tract used to be,
There's
Okay.
a hole in it.
and you kind of just fall out of it.
Okay.
But this thing is going to try to burrow after Sathar falls out. And Sathar, give me a death save. Ridley, you see your wet ass Calvin and Hobbes looking tiger fall out of this thing, the hole in this thing's fucking chest.
Do I see Sathar falling out?
No,
You're on the you're at the bottom of the
You're at the
cliff.
bottom
You
of the
don't
cliff.
you don't see nothing. I would peek back up after I see that cannonball though.
Is that an 18?
that's an 18.
It is!
All right, 2 successes.
I run over to Sathar.
Yeah, he's still unconscious.
Also make my way back up the cliff face. I shall cast Cure Wound.
Well, it's not your turn.
Well, fuck you.
Well, fuck you
What are
too.
you doing, Ridley?
I try to see if I can help him, but I don't really have anything to help him. So
It's like Zeus is just like, get out of the way. I'll heal him.
If only this was tomorrow, Timmy. You could just medicine me to life.
I know, right?
True. Tomorrow we rob a drug lord. Zeos, you just walk up, kind of shove Ridley out of the way, and cast Cure Wounds on Sathar
9.
for 9.
Yep.
So, Sathar, you are back in the land of the living. And you can all feel the ground shaking underneath you.
Thara's just gonna look around confused for a second.
We should get out of here.
Ridley's gonna grab Satharis. We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
He's gonna try to
I
get
don't
up
think-
as fast as he can and go.
I don't think that bug's gonna stay gone for long.
So are you guys just running and jumping off the cliff?
I don't know about
Yes.
jumping off the cliff. I would climb down the cliff face.
No, I'm jumping.
It's 100 feet.
Zathar, what about you?
You know that age-old question: if your friend jumped off a cliff, would you do it?
Aim for the bushes?
The answer in this scenario is yes.
So Zeos, give me an acrobatics check, but at the rate you're climbing down, they're going to be falling at the same speed, so I'm pretty sure they're just going to be floating next to you, chirping you while you climb down this cliff.
Oh,
Kurt failed, so he's gonna grab the ledge. Just
You guys
also
watch
fall.
as Zeos runs ahead of you, arms pumping, grabs the end of the rope that was cut, jumps off, and you watch its anchor point just give out, and he just flies over the cliff. And Zeos, you begin floating slowly down.
This works too.
You all make it to the little ice sheet, and after several minutes, Viet comes back in a rowboat.
Sathar, did you see that shit? I put a hole in it.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it, but good job. I am proud of you. He's gonna say as he's like flicking his hand over the side.
All the slime off of you.
Yeah, intestinal whatever off of me. He's gonna turn and say, Ridley, seriously, thank you.
As you guys are on your rapidly deteriorating and being rebuilt ice platform, Viet comes up in a rowboat and just goes, "Everybody in! Back to the ships."
Thanks.
Shoot the rowboat. I'm kidding.
PG's face was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's like a. You really think that's a good plan? Like, I understand that these guys have a, standing agreement and contract with you, but I'm pretty sure if they saw you drown their boss, you wouldn't get off this ice platform.
Also, we don't have a way to move the ice platform.
Yeah, we do.
Unless you guys have... Well, what do I have?
So
I
he
have a
picks you
hammer.
all up in the boat, and he goes, "Well,
You
how
have
was your
arms.
time? How was your time up there?"
Was great. We loved it.
Oh,
What?
did you? That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, about 20
That's the
minutes.
only
after-
boner I've ever seen that could talk.
Wet and hot. Not in.
Did you
Not
all
in the
go
comfortable
to a
way.
crypt or an orgy?
It was electric. That's all I know.
Yes.
You can't take a child to those things.
Which?
Never mind. Well, about 20 minutes after you left, somebody shot Gerald. So.
Who is Gerald?
I think it's like about
guy.
that's dead.
He's. Where is his body?
Poor
He must have
Gerald.
sunk.
Jesus.
Sathar started burying it before we got attacked by the hot leggy death.
The what?
The
Whatever
hot
you-
leggy death.
Whatever ate me.
Oh, I didn't see that you were eaten. You guys get back to the ship and you see one of the sailors getting yelled at by another one.
Or what?
Yeah, for what?
You didn't wait for the order before you fired. No, it's not my fault. It was gonna eat the book reader. I had to shoot it. It was gonna kill the only guy on this goddamn boat who can read a good story.
Give them in a promotion.
Viet just kind of looks at them both and he goes, "Go away!" And they just look at him and then scatter. Anyways, did you get what you wanted?
We got some pieces of information, yes.
Yeah, we got information. Not exactly what he was after.
That's good to hear. And is this information pertinent to... Are we going anywhere new?
We need to go to Swarhulu and then Tejas afterwards. Though I know how are the men doing?
They're fine. We did a brief burial at sea while you were gone. You were gone for quite some time.
Should have been gone for about a day.
You were gone for several.
Rip. I mean, that'll happen. You know, you go to those events. Sorry,
What
what?
explains why I thought about eating Gerald.
You were going to eat Gerald? I thought his body sunk.
No,
No.
it's up on the
No.
top of the cliff.
Ah, well.
We pulled
something-
it up. We were preparing to bury it or eat it, one of the two.
I
Well,
think we're
Would
trying to
you-
set on fire.
excuse... Your Kali burial practices concern me.
Yeah, they're not very good at it.
You should be more concerned with our crematorial practices.
What even season
Why?
it?
Fire, I understand.
Because it's not actually cremated.
Oh,
I pull my gun out. Did somebody say fire?
they just glue a bunch of fur to it and make it the king's advisor?
Something like that.
Pretty close, actually.
They feed it to the king's advisor.
We don't have many burials in Cali.
Oh, right. Necromancy and all that.
More like feed it to the king's advisor and then use the bones for Ridley's play toys.
Anyways, Master Ridley, the men are expecting you downstairs. They are very excited to hear the next chapter.
Yes.
Your people await
Ridley.
you.
Ridley goes downstairs.
Ridley, as you start reading the book, you realize that every time that you hit a point in this book where there should very obviously be a sex scene, it has been replaced with Raz talking about morals and values.
Is that on all the books or just the first one?
Just the one he burned and gave back to you.
Yeah, that was the first edition. We're already past the first edition, though.
Oh, then you're good.
Pretty sure he ruined the first edition still.
Yeah.
It's even more unique. Are you guys kicking Zeos back to his prison
I'm
room?
going back to my crow's nest.
You're fine.
Soviet turns around and goes, "So we're going to Swarwulu?
Aye.
Seems like a excellent plan."
I don't appreciate the fact that I went from rolling a nat 20 with my stealth check to rolling a nat 1 on my acrobatics check.
Just out of curiosity. The
Careful, curiosity almost killed the cat.
So far
yes.
as you start saying that is gonna point a finger at Jack.
Just be like, hey.
But satisfaction brought it back.
What can I say? I'm good at satisfaction.
From the gun you just hear, yeah, by your definition.
So, hold on. Out of character, I know that the gun will always return to Jack.
You know that the gun can't leave Jack.
Oh, I was gonna say Sithar tries to grab it and throw it overboard,
Roll
knowing that
me-
it would return.
Roll me a dex save.
I'm gonna love watching you get thrown overboard instead.
Oh, I need a bath.
He does.
I can watch all of the frames. Oh, is that a 19?
Bro, turn your hardware acceleration back
It
on.
is a 19. Got 23.
You pull your hand back as the black thorns of shadow reform and shoot out of the gun at you. Because, you've tried to do this before. You knew what to expect.
Tisk tisk.
Anyways, yes, the men are concerned about going to Swarwulu.
Oh, why is that?
Well, because we are human and they are bloodthirsty monsters.
Okay, first off, they're not all bloodthirsty monsters.
No, but they either are or are in the service of.
Second, we've had one of those bloodthirsty monsters on board this entire time, and he's been a perfect gentleman.
I'm relatively sure he's been killing people. But I guess if you believe that, it is your boat.
Yeah. What do bloodthirsty monsters have to do with being on this boat? Sathar says as he pulls out his flask and takes
Yeah,
a
just
swig.
pulls up his little mask and puts it on. And just
And second, so what if the people from there serve those bloodthirsty monsters?
Well, the crew doesn't much care about the people on either end. They just are concerned that they will become food for the bloodthirsty monsters.
Oh, we'll tell them to be less concerned. Actually, you and I should have a conversation, Viet.
Very well.
I can put your mind at ease, and then you can find a way to put theirs at ease.
Understandable.
Wander off somewhere private with Viet.
He leads you down below deck to the stateroom that he's now using as a stateroom instead of a rug collection.
Fair enough.
When you walk into the room, the very first thing he does, he turns around and he goes, "Okay, so hear me out. Would it not be hilarious if we changed into each other and told no one?"
For a day or for the interim?
It matters not.
Okay, I love where your head's at. Let's do it. Yes, that would be amazing. Also, I'm a royal spy master for the court of Swarwulu. You and your men will be fine.
How long have you been out of the city?
By my nearest recollection, about 10 years.
I don't believe you're returning to the same city you left. You may be the spy master, and I trust that you will hold some amount of sway. But for all we know, the parties that be have changed hands dramatically in their leverage. There has been a war on.
In Swarwulu? Like a civil war?
Well, it's been quite interesting from the stories we've heard. It appears that because of the inhospitality of the plains, as you know, they are full of many sorts of ravenous beast and insect and monster. It seems like the war for the last several years has just been a series of sieges between Aluras and Tejas. One sieges the other, and then they break the siege, and then one sieges the other, so on and so on.
Between Uluras and Tejas, you say?
Between Swarwulu and Tejas.
Well, then why don't they have Uluras get involved? They're subservient.
It doesn't seem like there are that many. It doesn't seem like there are enough people left in Aluras to warrant either an invasion or a defensive pact.
Oh.
The blood pact that the vampires followed has fallen into decline in recent years, and there have been a large number of new vampires made from the Asimir lines.
Interesting.
Yes. Problematic. But it seems to be between what they consider the old blood and these new vampires, there's quite the power struggle going on.
Well, then I have an idea.
Oh?
This is something that I think will please you. So after we leave Swarwulu, the plan is to go kill the Primarch of Pandemonium.
Splendid.
I assumed you would want in on that.
Oh, absolutely.
That being said, I feel we are owed something from him. Us and those like us.
Oh.
And I have possibly convinced the cat to help me build a weapon. To trap and contain the souls of my enemies. The soul of a demigod would be a powerful tool.
I think I'd rather just kill him. Let his soul go where it belongs, the 9 hells.
You realize that's not where he's going, right?
That is not
He's
the
going
name.
to Limbo, where he'll rise through the ranks and come back.
Not if you kill him, right?
Right or wrong, his soul is made of chaos. That's where he's destined to go.
I'll take my bets on the 9 hells.
That's why I wanted to trap his soul. I'm not a betting man. My horse will come in first. We trap his soul and deliver him to the 9 hells.
Well, if you want to head there, it seems like a decision for you and yours to make.
Deliver being a expression. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I have an associate in my party who's well acquainted.
Yes, the large cat creature, Sathar.
The devil, yes.
Yes. No, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you have anything else you wish to discuss?
The hands are fucking weird.
They're backwards.
Yeah, they bother me. They're
Yes,
unnerving.
If you ever try to shape change into him, they will bother you even more because they hurt.
They do. I have. I don't want to do it again.
Yes, quite uncomfortable to have your tendons rotate 180 degrees around your fingers.
I did have a couple other questions. It seems you've been like this for
Going
a
on
great
3
deal
decades
longer than
now.
I have. What?
Going on 3 decades now.
I don't know when I actually changed. I know they captured me a little more than 10 years ago, and I've been free for half a year, give or take.
The change happens gradually when it does, and none of us that I have met remember it. It is quite traumatic.
But it's weird to feel like everywhere and nowhere is your place. You can be among any group of peoples and fit in just fine. Never feel like you have a home. And now with the changes you've told me that have happened in my home since I left, I feel that will be even worse than before.
Then perhaps you need to do what I've done. If you can't find a home, build yourself one.
That was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. All of these things that have gone on in the world outside of the control of the people who populate it, or at least the vast majority of them. The crushing of it was Vibin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The crushing of Vibin. The experiments that the Dark Brotherhood does on innumerate people to turn them into all sorts of monstrosities.
Well, now I think you're not giving us. I think you're not giving us enough credit. I wouldn't
Oh no,
call
no,
us
we're not the
monstrosities.
monstrosities. Have you seen some of the other stuff they've made?
I've killed some of it.
Terrifying. There was one that I saw. It had 4 arms and 2 heads. I thought it was a Netton, but it was not.
Interesting. But what about it? Are we not
Well, these people
destined-
need a new place to call home.
And where in the world is safe enough to build one?
Wherever we can make safe enough.
This seems
All of us.
out of character for you. Did something happen while you were gone?
Kind of.
Well, when you need to talk, you know where to find me. In the meantime, I think I need to get my game face on. And he rubs his hands up his face, and when it comes out, he looks exactly like you.
Fair enough. And I do the same. Oh, do you have an extra set of your clothes?
Absolutely. I was just going to ask if I could borrow your jacket.
Unfortunately, no.
Well,
But But I can show you why. I do have extra clothing, and I hand him like an extra set of clothes out of my
He
bag.
just starts putting on the new clothes while he tosses. As he takes clothes off and puts new ones on, he just tosses them at you.
I start feeding them to my jacket.
Alrighty.
That's not the only clothes that man.
And I
owned.
look at him and I go, You're not getting these back.
Understandable.
As he just watches my clothes consume his.
Yeah, your jacket uses the zipper as literal teeth to just munch its way up the other clothes.
Nice.
Anyways, I have a performance to go give. Please,
Same.
Please don't kill any of the men.
Not unless they deserve it, which I feel is fair.
Well, you know, I, as Jack Moriarty, might have to kick you from my service if you kill any of the men.
Unfortunately, I have something that I can't give you that proves I am me. As it won't leave my possession. And I just show him the gun.
Oh, yes. He kind of looks and he casts, like, you watch him, like, wiggle his fingers and just a fake gun appears on his hip and he goes, you might want to cover that with a jacket.
It's already done.
As he starts to walk away, you notice that the illusion is not traveling with him, but are you going to tell him?
Jack,
Yes,
and I point at the gun.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully nobody will notice.
Just a moment. I actually may be able to help you with that. And I would like to use my forgery kit to make a fake gun out of a bar of soap.
Okay. Roll. Performance?
Okay.
I don't know what to roll for that.
13.
Okay, it looks like it's shitty, but it looks like a gun.
It'll pass. Because they never see mine anyway, except glimpses under my
Besides
coat.
the fact that your gun is black steel, and this is very obviously soap. If nobody looks too closely at it, they won't realize that.
It's better than nothing.
Viet's
Oh,
gonna
I'll take
leave-
some black shoe polish and make it black.
Oh, perfect. Viet leaves the room, and Sathar, you watch as Jack walks back up onto the deck.
Oh, Sathar and Zeos are not on the deck.
Where are Sathar and Zeos?
They are below deck in they're like in a private room.
What are they talking about?
Uh,
Well, hold on. Is anybody trying to find them? It'd be easier to explain what they walk in on than just to say what they're talking about. That makes it sound sexual. It's not sexual.
We'll pick up from where We'll pick up from where Viet and Jack went below deck, and we'll just run it through with you guys. So, so
Sathar
they
is
just
gonna
left.
look at Zeos and say, "So you're a bard, right?" Like
sort of learning.
phenomenal. I have dozens of stories that I'm a great writer if you can't tell from the contracts that I've written, and maybe you've read some of my poetry. But you know, I've always wanted. Are you good at singing by chance?
No, not particularly.
I want to try to write a song, anyways.
Sure. I can play a flute.
You know, there are. We can do something with this.
So you guys head below deck. Tell me about this song you're writing.
Sithara is gonna tell Zeos the story of Hamish McTamish. It was a gnome that he ran into during his 16th reincarnation. That every time he encountered the gnome, who was quite a little avid adventurer, Hamish McTamish gained new titles every time. So the first time he met him, he was Prince Hamish McTamish, and then he was Prince Hamish McTamish, the Dragon Slayer, Prince Hamish McTamish, the Dragon Slayer, and and Better of Women, and the list continues.
Okay, continue.
And Zeus gives a story about how he was out adventuring and came upon the Inquisition and how he met them.
We think that we could perhaps, with Hamish McTamish's record, I don't think anyone would notice. What do you think if we wrote a story about Hamish McTamish encountering the Inquisition and how that tale would go?
That would be an interesting story. I think people would be interested in that.
I agree. Can you write musical notes?
Somewhat. With my for flute.
Excellent. Let's get started.
I can write musical notes.
Both of you roll me performance.
Is it with advantage because we're doing it together?
No.
Damn it. I tried.
Just point of curiosity for me. Okay.
What's your point of curiosity?
I just wanted to see what my performance check in this instance would have been.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing Sithar's a good mentor.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not rolling
Malum,
good.
Ridley, what are you doing? While you're hearing just like, every once in a while from below deck, you're just hearing like music and then a discordant note and then just a correction and then music again.
Bro, I am below deck. I'm reading.
You're reading to the people.
Yep.
Malum,
Do I
what
hear
are you
this
doing?
music?
Malum, what are you up to?
I think Malum is going to be in the chemistry lab, if it's not still occupied by what's his face.
Yeah, when you walk in, Grissif's in there.
What's he doing?
Seems like just cleaning up supplies.
Ah,
He looks up when you walk in. Can I help you?
well, I just like hanging out in the old chemistry lab. Anything I can help you?
No, I'm just cleaning up. Did you manage to make any progress on Yorl's experiments?
Reasonable. I haven't tested any of them, of course, because Jack is insane. But
Oh? Do tell.
oh, he's just mixing all sorts of random hallucinogenic nonsense in there. I can't imagine it's going to go well.
Intriguing. How?
Yeah.
Well, you seem like an honest sort, Professor.
I do my best.
What is your group's plan with me?
Well, I don't know that they've decided yet, quite frankly.
No, in which way do they currently lean?
Well, they want your weapon. So long as you don't give them the secret to that, you'll probably stay along for a good while.
Oh, I wasn't going to give them the secret.
Yeah, I imagined as much, given you're smart enough to know that was keeping you alive.
Yes. When will I be allowed to leave the ship? I do have tasks of my own to get to.
Where do you need to go to?
Well, I need to stop in Eluros.
Okay.
I need untainted Asama blood for the next iteration of the project.
Oh, it's kind of on the way. Maybe if you asked them, and they might be convinced to go there.
Well, I was simply going to leave the boat at the next port of call.
I see. Well, as you can tell, I have no power. So that's really a them question, I think.
Ah, well, perhaps you could smooth the path for me, so to speak. I could make it worth your while.
Oh?
Well, I am a noble. I have money, lands, women. What do you want?
Well, unless you can get me back home, it's not really useful.
And where is home, Professor? Back in Kali?
Nah, I am from Chilaxin.
Oh, well, I'm sure
Well,
we...
technically I'm from Vibin, but not much of a home there for me.
No. No, those people seem to have been, impacted greatly by the nation's conflicts.
How long have you been holding on to that one?
A while?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Thank
also relaxin, Toko.
No, it's Maxin, Vibin, and Chilaxin.
Uh-huh.
I still am holding a grudge against you, just so you know.
Why? Because when you named something Chilaxin, we gave you nothing but shit, but when I did it, it stuck?
Look, fuck you.
To be fair, I didn't name it.
True.
He's also not the one who dropped a mountain on Vibin.
Well, no, there's some other context to why he hates the fact that that worked for me and not for him. In our other campaign, he told us about the Chilaxin clan of dwarfs, and we just kind of roasted him until it stopped being funny, right, Timmy?
Yep.
Prince Hammock McTavish, Slayer of Dragons, Better of Women, Pastor of Light, Minister of Sports, Lord of Rivers, Disgraced Student of Chilaxin, Mentor of Smaller Gnomes, Slayer of Owlbears, Drinker of Beer, Owner of Hangovers.
Is that the list of titles you just came up with?
Yes.
Where is it at?
I'll post it to the group chat.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
I just wanted to write it all down.
How long has it been since we typed in there?
Alright, so you guys are on the ship. Everything's kind of good. Yeah, so what are you saying back to him? Melon.
Yeah, no, it's very unfortunate how the events of the war turned out for them.
Yes.
I
Now,
didn't
I know
actually
that...
learn until a little bit later after it happened.
I know that your people did great research into the Arcanophage virus.
Yes, they did.
By chance, do you know if Chilaxin would have any samples remaining?
Well, there were some in my lab when I left.
Splendid. Well, then
Are you
perhaps
looking to go there too?
I would be more than happy to travel with you there. Assuming you can get us off this boat.
Okay. This seems agreeable.
Yes, I think that those who have taken their innate power for granted for so long should be taught a lesson.
I agree.
Then we are on the same page.
Is there anything else I can do to assist you while I'm here?
No.
In the meantime?
No, I
Very
think
well.
I've accomplished many of the tasks I needed to while you were not on the ship.
Makes sense.
My cousin is much more willing to give me free roam than it seems you and your masters are.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't lump me in with them, but they have taken issue with a few of the things you've done for some reason. Despite the fact I believe they would have done the same.
Yes, well, everybody hates the man in first.
True.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Professor.
I'll let you get back to it.
Yes, I will see you the next time you decide to happen upon this lab. Alright.
Yeah.
So, Malum, as you walk back out, you see Viet and Jack walk out of the stateroom. Jack just walks straight up to you. Professor?
Jack?
How are you recovering from the journey?
Well, I wasn't really injured or hurt on the journey.
Well,
Why,
yes.
why do you ask?
You must be mentally exhausted from the things you've seen.
No, I've seen worse.
Oh?
Yeah, have you ever read 800 essays in a single weekend?
Can't say that I have.
It's worse. And he's just gonna turn around and walk away.
Viet Jack is just gonna be left there standing, kind of like with a look on his face, like, the fuck just happened? He's gonna turn around and look at Jack Viet. Did I do something wrong?
Kind of. You gave a shit about Malum.
Oh, right, I'll have to be better about that. You two! Have the professor flogged and thrown overboard.
Wait. I don't
And then he
think.
looks back, he goes, wait, too much.
A little, yeah. He's still useful.
Oh, just have him flogged.
There you go.
You watch it. Malum, you just hear these two sailors coming up behind you.
Stand down, sailors.
They both turn and look at you for their final order, Jack.
You heard him.
Yeah.
I just point over my shoulder at Viet Jack.
Well, they just grab either of your arms, Malum, and start taking you up above deck. And Zathar, you and Zeos just see this as you finish your song and walk out of the room.
Just... Well,
I'm gonna give you sailors one more chance to fuck right off.
Get the fuck right off.
They just keep like taking you above deck, and they're like, "All right, Professor, it's
I'm gonna
nothing-
shift.
Professor, it's nothing
What?
personal. We're just following orders."
Yeah, well, this isn't personal either. I'm gonna shift, move my hand up, and chaos bolt this guy right in the face. At level 2.
Oh!
Roll the hit.
Nice.
Was that in front of, like, you said that Zeus and I walked out right
18.
as he did this?
Yeah, we
That'll
watched
hit. Roll
this.
damage.
10.
You guys watch at, well, actually, it's just a chaos bolt to the face, so the damage doesn't really matter. But you guys watch as Malum just, like, rests his arm free, holds it up, and you just watch as there's a spark of magic, and then the back of this man's head is painting the side of the ship.
As Viet, I'll have no mutiny on this vessel. Everyone, fall on that man.
Ridley, you just hear the drawing of weapons as people from your reading circle begin standing up and rushing Malum.
Ridley pulls out his sword and falls them.
Zathar is gonna stop for a second, kind of awestruck, and then
I'm gonna-
step in front of Malum.
I'm gonna make my way up to my crow's nest to watch from above.
I'll look over at Viet and in Thieves' Cant. We like the cat.
I don't know what that means. Why are you talking about the weather right now? There's a mutiny to stop. Get to it, Captain.
I walk up.
Viet, let me handle this. This is not a mutiny.
He killed one of my men.
I'm aware.
You told one of your men to flog me, and
I
so I
did
took
not.
care of it. Well, somebody did.
It was Jack.
Well, Jack can fuck right off. I have no intention of mutinying.
I was just gonna say, let me handle this. Just give me a couple of minutes. There is no reason to kill him.
Handle it in a way that the crew will feel justice. And I'll allow it.
Fine, but I need to speak with him alone first.
Very well.
The door that Zeos and just a moment was filled with music. He's just gonna open the door again and be like, Malum, would you please join me inside?
Sure.
He's gonna close the door and kind of look at him and go, first off, good fucking shot. Second off,
Thanks.
what was that?
Well, Jack told them to flog me. The captain seconded the order. They were carrying me away, and I said nope.
From the corner of the room, you just hear a voice say, "I think he did exactly what he should have." And just you watch as a bunch of like carpets are shoved out of the way, and Boday's just been laying in this corner taking a nap.
Well, thanks, Vinay. Appreciate it.
Have you been down here the entire time?
Oh yes, that racket you made was absolutely abysmal.
That song is, maybe not the best work. Definitely something to be refined on. But
Well, it has a writer, a player, and a singer, but perhaps it needs somebody to tell you that it's bad.
I'm pretty sure Ridley would tell us it's bad.
How do you rhyme Inquisition and McTavish? I do not understand, Sathar.
You don't. That's why there was an entire verse in between them.
You bring them in there, and who's still... Zeos, you're on the crow's nest, and
Yep.
Jack, you're still in the room, right?
He closed the door, so they're in a
Yes,
separate room.
you guys are in
Yeah.
a separate room. You guys watch as Ridley raises up his toy sword and yells, "Take the ship!" And all of the soldiers, all the sailors turn on you. Jack?
You're Viet.
Yeah.
You're Viet. Ridley's mutiny goes for the captain first.
No, hang on.
Take him hostage.
You,
We're taking
you
over the
realize
ship.
he's been in charge the whole time anyway, right?
Yeah, but he's been reading pirate books.
No. I say this to the crew, who I'm hoping will then remember. Oh yeah,
They all turn and they look back at Ridley.
Take the ship anyway.
They...
congratulations, you have the ship.
I
Yeah!
acquiesce.
They all just start cheering and just holding up their weapons.
Yeah.
What are your orders, Captain?
It's kind of boring. Let's go read the book.
Aye, Captain! And they all just, like, go back and they
Sit
form
back
up.
down.
They
Excuse
go,
me, Ridley. For the sake of keeping you available to do the things that you would like to do, would you like me to resume my previous post of commanding the men so that we stay afloat?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Keep up the good work.
Congratulations! I reestablished the status quo.
Viet, as you, is going to walk by you and go, "Now you know why I wanted to change faces. I know everything my men are planning." And I wasn't sure how that would go.
Hey, you have to admit, I handled that pretty well.
The boy is very charismatic.
He is,
Dangerously so, you could say.
especially for a child.
Yes.
That's another thing we need to talk about.
He'll make an excellent king one day.
That's the thing we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah, so what are you talking to Malum about inside the room, Sathar?
He's gonna go, look, honestly, you did nothing wrong. But if they want blood, I'm gonna give them blood, and it's not gonna be yours. So, We have two options: find a different ride or fake me beating the shit out of you.
Is that why you got the vial of my blood?
It is now.
Sure. I guess.
Phenomenal.
You just,
Uh,
you guys both feel a rush of wind, and suddenly Vonet is just standing next to you both, and he goes, "I hear we're breaking bones."
Not
Nope.
quite.
And Elliot or Malum's gonna snap and with prestidigitation just let out a massive scream. Just a blood curdling scream from the room. Wait,
Good start.
That can do sound, right?
Good
Yes.
start. I had an idea. Hold on.
He's gonna, Vonet looks at you, Malum, and goes, "No, not nearly blood curdling enough." And he screams at the top of his lungs, "I'm gonna need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Even me?
Even you."
Oh, okay. You said wisdom?
What about those of us who aren't in the room?
That's
It's everyone on the ship.
that's
I'm
a
making them
2.
for I'm making them for the sailors right now.
A wisdom save?
Yeah,
yes.
against fear.
18.
It was almost a 20, but then it decided to get stuck in the corner of the screen.
Dude, I hate that.
Right?
Yeah, it was literally in the corner of the screen, just like, hey, this
so
is a
Jack
20,
and
but this is a
Sathar,
2.
you pass, because you've heard the screams of the tortured before. This doesn't bother you at all.
Sounds like home.
Ridley, Zeos,
I spent
and
10 years making that sound.
Malum, you fail, and it seems like most of the sailors do too, as they begin trying to escape the ship by whatever means necessary, including just
Nice.
diving off the side of the ship.
I'm casting
I would just stay on top of the
and dashing
freaking
up
crow's
towards
nest.
the front of the boat.
Can I grab Malum so he doesn't sprint out of the room?
You can give me a grapple check compared to his acrobatics.
Can I just stand in front of the door?
Yeah, I guess you can also do that. He is terrified though.
I'm gonna go find a hiding place behind some barrels.
Ridley, you're looking for a hiding place behind barrels, and one of the men goes, "Captain, here!" and ushers you into a corner, and then they just begin piling stuff around you.
That's great.
They have a question for you.
I'm looking at it.
Well, he's looking at the question. What do you think of the additional titles I suggested, Jackson?
No, I like it. I like it.
Alrighty. Yeah, so Zeos, you're up in the crow's nest. You just heard a scream,
Yep.
and you're terrified. Where are you going?
I'm just getting as close to the center pole, I guess, as I can.
Just
being like,
cowering in the crow's nest.
Fuck whatever's going on down there. This is my safety crow's nest as I'm surrounded by dried blood.
Probably
Well-
several other soldiers or sailors.
Yeah, you watch as another dude pokes his head up into the crow's nest and just crawls in next to you, and he crawls over and just like huddles up next to you with his sword just pointed at the entrance to the fucking crow's nest.
I want to yeet him off. Can I yeet him off?
I will let you roll a contested grapple check, but if you lose, he's gonna yeet you off.
Fair.
That's
what do I
a
roll for
60-foot
grapple?
fall on a galleon.
It's not gonna
What
be
I-
comfy.
Okay.
Okay, roll me strength.
Strength. Okay. Ooh, 19.
What did he just roll? Is that a 20? Nope, it's a
couldn't-
17 plus 3, so 20.
Oh, barely. He barely beat me. Damn.
Yeah, so you just watch, like, Jack, I'm assuming you're going above deck to make sure nobody just straight up dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just watch as you hear a commotion from the crow's nest, and then Zeos comes falling down out of it. Zeos,
Can I grab onto the...
Hang on. Is he falling
Ladder.
anywhere near any of the nets?
no.
Um,
I will let you make an acrobatics check to try and catch yourself.
Okay.
Can I make an acrobatics check to
Nope.
try to soften his blow? Or like make sure he doesn't land on his head at least?
Sure. I can say that you can try and like slow his fall, but you're gonna take 2 of the d6 meant for him.
Oh, no. Basically, my point is if his head's coming down first, I'm going to hit it to move it out of the way.
Perfect. Yeah, you're not gonna land on your head at least.
Although you
Alright.
might still end up with a concussion.
Falling damage rules. It's 2d6 for every 10 feet, right?
1d6 for every 10 feet.
That doesn't sound right.
It is.
It is. Okay. It
So
didn't sound
66?
right, but it was right.
66 or 5? Or...
Oh, I'm rolling it.
Oh.
You're gonna take... What is that? That's a 4, a 6. That's a 4, a 4, a 4. Jesus Christ. 12,
That's
18,
high.
24. You're gonna take 27 damage as you just slam into the ground from 60 feet up.
Ow.
You're fairly certain that you can feel your ribs inside some other organs.
It's more than that.
Are you down?
No, I have 8 HP.
Oh, I forgot. Sithar, you went down.
I did previously, yes.
Roll. Hang on.
He has 9 HP.
I know.
Oh, do I have to have a lingering injury?
Yep. And I forgot about it. Roll me a... Roll me a d20.
It was worth it. All I gotta say. It's worth the attempt.
I'll walk up. Well, that was pretty fucking stupid, wasn't it, kid?
A 16. You just have a festering wound. So your hit point maximum is reduced by 1 every 24 hours the wound persists. If your hit point maximum drops to 0, you die. The wound heals if you receive any magical healing, which you already have, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay. Alright.
To be fair, I almost won.
You almost won. I thought you just jumped.
No. There was another guy who came up there. I tried to throw him off. It didn't
Why
work out in
did
my
you try
favor.
to throw him off?
There's a thing called
You
whatever
watch-
the fuck
you
that
watch-
noise was. Scared the shit out of
Zeus,
me.
you watch Jack come onto the deck. Viet, get your men under control.
I almost just actually yelled. So yelling, because there are people sleeping in my house that I don't want to wake up. Attention on deck. Now.
You just watch as these guys just kind of snap around and like begin kind of clumsily and fearfully getting to attention, but they get there. The Viet or Jack Viet Jack? I don't remember which one of you is which anymore.
I'm Viet and he's Jack.
I understand that. He walks up to 2 of the men and he goes, "You two, go and bury the captain. You put 38 barrels on top of him." Ridley, what are you doing in your hidey hole?
It's,
Other
it's
than
probably,
suffocating.
it's probably really dark in there, right? So we
Mhm.
gotta get rid of even more oxygen by lighting a fire.
Well, the good news is it's dark, but there's room for oxygen to travel in between the barrels. They're not airtight.
So yeah, Ridley
Unless you're
just
in one.
Ridley just lights a fire and starts writing in his book.
Alright, and Sithar and Malum, what are you doing as Vonet stands there looking proud of himself?
Sathar is gonna look at Malum and say, "Alright, so for this to work, I need you to take your shirt off."
Whoa, slow down there, Tiger.
Still not. a
That's funny for multiple reasons.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
That one? 10 minutes. Since the music scene. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, what do you need me to take my shirt off for, bud?
He's gonna pull out the vial of Zeus's blood and goes, "I'm gonna have to rub this on you."
Bruh.
Well, kind
and
of.
Melum's just gonna snap prestidigitation like bruises and blood on his face.
He goes, "No. Look, I have an idea. It's easier to show you. Just trust me for a minute. You
Seems
can leave
like
your
a
pants
mistake.
on if you're that
Okay.
uncomfortable with it, but like, take your shirt off."
Whoa. At no point were my pants gonna come off. That was never a question. That was never an option, good sir. But Malum will start unbuttoning his shirt.
Yes, human, trust the devil. It has gone well for millions before you.
Oh, thanks.
He is going to dip the vial over against his finger and start drawing symbols on Malum, and just keep doing this as he's like walking around. And then he's gonna start. He's just gonna say, "Repeat after me," and start talking in Infernal.
What's he saying in Infernal?
You speak Infernal?
Yep.
By the blood of the fallen, he's reciting a ritual.
I swear my life to you, yada yada yada. You own my soul.
No. There's nothing in like, as he started to say it, it sounds like a very old ritual.
Of?
Malum, can Malum look at the symbols and try to decipher what the hell he's trying to do?
It would appear he's trying to make it look like he beat the fuck out of you.
You know, I don't understand why prestidigitation isn't enough for you.
Because when we do this, once we do this and you repeat after me for a very short period of time, whatever damage is perceived by your body will appear there without actually harming you. It works very few, and this will most likely be the only time I am able to do this with you. But it should work and convince the entire crew that you have received punishment, and it should stick around for a while without actually harming you. So you don't have to keep up ruses. Or bruises in this case.
Alright, Malum will start repeating, but it's gonna be very critical of the can't.
When you finish, just to show, he's just gonna like punch you so that and like a bruise will lightly appear, but it shouldn't actually hurt.
Vonet's gonna look down at the bruise and the fact that he didn't actually get hurt, and he goes, "So this ritual just pretends to inflict whatever damage on him that the wounds would have?"
Yeah. In essence.
Splendid. He's gonna hit you in the side of the face. And you're just gonna watch as Malum, you feel completely fine, but Sathar, it looks like half his head is caved in.
He's gonna turn to look and goes, "This isn't free for me. You know that, right? If you deal mortal damage, it..."
Well, I just won't hit him again then. Mortals can survive one hit, right? That looks like a survivable injury. And you look over and Malum's eyes just like dangling out of one of its sockets. There's just blood running down the entire left side of his body. Malum, you feel fine, correct?
Sure. I assume like nothing's changed from my perspective.
Yeah, nothing's
yeah.
changed from your perspective.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, we're gonna go up on deck. Do your best to like whenever you get hit, go on the ground, and I'm just going to
It's okay. I shall assist, Professor. If you will come over here.
Oh, I was gonna do it in front of the men,
Oh,
as they asked.
well, don't worry. I think this will be satisfactory as well. Professor, may I pick you up?
Or if you didn't, but go ahead, I guess.
He just picks you up by your belt, like one handed, just puts you over his shoulder and walks out onto the deck with you. Jack, Ridley, and Zeus, you watch as Vonet just walks onto the top of the deck and goes, "Hark me unto us, the professor is dead!" Just drops you like a bag of beans.
Spare the dying.
Sathar is behind him and he goes, he's not dead. It's just he's hurt.
Look at
Oh
his
my
head.
God,
Did you
he's
know
not
of a
gonna
mortal
move.
man who could survive that wound?
Mellum's not gonna move.
Just gonna fake being dead.
I would like to roll an insight against his deception to see if there's any movement, as I did just cast Spare the
You
Dying.
can. What's your spell save DC? Jackson?
14.
Alright, give me an insight check.
Hey,
Well-
no, he dead.
That man's dead.
I would also like. Am I able to move at all, or am I just?
I mean, you're laying on the ground because you haven't received any healing, feeling like your ribs are in your heart and your lungs. So I'm assuming you're just laying next to this, like, you're laying next to the grotesque, just like Malum with a smile and an eye just hanging down across his face.
Can I tell? Okay, so can I see that he's still alive?
Roll insight. Nope.
Wow, that is. Wait, no, that is a 17. That is a 17 on my screen. What the fuck?
That's-
do you do?
Dude, yeah, join the club.
That is a
Um,
17 on my screen.
It's okay. We'll be switched to Foundry next week, so it won't matter.
Okay, so,
That's bullshit.
as Viet still, prepare for a sea burial. I point at one of the crew members. Post haste. And
Uh-oh.
get this one on a gurney into a dark corner somewhere.
Cast cure.
Sathar is gonna
myself.
walk
Well-
over and say, "No, it's allow me," and he's gonna walk over
That didn't
and
work.
in his best chanting voice in Infernal start mumbling, "You dumb son of a bitch," and like lift his head up and like just like try to finish it and go there and like try to like stand him up to let him stand on his own. Go keep or like actually start moving so that they don't drown you.
Fine.
And,
I'll like
and- okay, continue.
just like dizzily stumble around.
Vonay's going to yell, "Ridley, an unholy beast! Cleanse it with fire!"
Oh my god! I'm gonna shoot a fireball at him.
Fireball or firebolt?
Fireball.
Can Sathar step in the way of the fire bolt?
Yeah, you just want to step in the way, just eat the firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage, Ridley.
Actually, no. His body shouldn't take damage for like the next 8 minutes. No, I'm gonna let him get hit. Fuck that.
You just watch a burn appear, and Malum, you feel something just kind of tap you on the back.
And he goes, "Ridley, we're from Cali."
Oh yeah, that's right. Carry on.
Vonay is just going to, like, completely overacting, just continue. "He has made a beast out of our dearest comrade. Kill it! Kill it!" And soldiers are running up and, like, pretend and, like, stabbing Malum, and it looks like they're doing a bunch of work, but Malum, you're just watching these guys just stab the fuck out of you. You feel fine.
Cool.
After this...
Seeing that he's getting stabbed, like, a lot, and he's still not dying,
Or probably flinching. Because he doesn't hurt.
I look at Sathar, still as Viet, and I go, "What have you done?"
Ridley raises up his hand, and like as in to tell everyone to stop.
All of the men stop as soon as Ridley raises his hand, and Sathar, this is a development that you do not understand.
Throw it overboard!
Ridley walks up to Malum and he goes, "It's all right, men. I shall take care of this. As a member of Cali, as the future king, we shall take him in and teach him our new ways, because undead aren't really that smart. So we got to teach him everything." And Ridley starts leading Malum like below deck.
Malum's just gonna. You teach me read?
Oh, it's all right, Malum. I'll teach you read.
You know, that seems like a good enough place to end the session. Alrighty.
Oh,
Did everybody have fun?
It was
yes.
interesting.
How long does this appearance of damage persist?
Like another half hour.
Ideal.
And then you actually take all the damage. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd
That
be a
would be a
lot of
di-
damage.
That'd be a deal with the devil for sure.
Well,
True.
that would be an amount of damage that I'm pretty sure would just instantly kill Malum.
Yeah, not even
Yeah,
a death
for sure.
saving throw will do anything.
Like, not even a death save and not even, like, slow wounds. Like, Malum's just like, huh! And then it just looks like he got fucking
Just-
telefragged.
Just explodes.
I feel weird.
Hi.
Mr.
I'm
Ridley,
feel-
I don't
I'm
feel
feel-
good.
I'm
just gonna
feeling
say
funny,
that.
I'm feeling some gas, and then he just
I'm feeling funny, Mr. Sathar.
I got a fart. Pop.
Mr. Ridley, I don't feel so good. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Alright.
Wake me up before you go.
Nobody has to know. Anyways, thank you to our players. We have
And
Sathar
if you're
played
lucky,
by.
you won't explode.
The Matty O'Ryan.
We have Ridley played by.
Me, Justicar.
We have Zeos played by.
The Minoru. Oh.
We have Professor Malum played by.
Isaac, it's me.
And we have Jack Moriarty played by.
Dave levels up. What's going on, guys?
Anyways, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to our players. Thank you for watching The Long Night episode 13. So this was the unlucky episode, which tracks for Sathar.
Yeah, you know, the inside of that
also
beast gave me
tracks-
some new stuff to write about. So you
I
know,
can only imagine if we were playing this as like a joke campaign instead of a more serious one. Are you okay? Oh my god, it ate me! It ate me!
Okay. I vote that the next campaign we do has like some Guardians of the Galaxy humor flair.
Depends what campaign I run next. I have a couple ideas. One of them's a Western,
Yo, can I do that?
maybe.
I'll play Jonah Hex.
No. I don't want Jonah Hex in my games. That man's an agent of chaos.
No, he's not.
My bad. He has a good goal, but the way he goes about it inherently makes him an agent of chaos.
Okay, fair.
Ampo raid. Hey, what's going on, Cool Choco? Ampo raid. Ampo, you popped in right as we're wrapping up.
We're going bye-bye.
We're going good night.
I was excited for the freaking...
Anyways, yeah, that was a good time though. I had a good time. Remember everyone to join us Thursday for the what is probably just going to turn into a Smasher Pass scene, a Smasher Pass stream, because that's what last Thursday's turned into. But it was glorious all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see everybody next time. I'm going, just so everybody knows, next week there will not be a game on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Finals?
I have to work on Tuesday, so I'm going to use Monday as an opportunity to get swapped over to Foundry. So, that should work out. But then you guys will get to see these awesome 3D maps.
Is Foundry a thing that we need to download?
no,
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a web browser for everyone else but me.
but everyone will have to meet with him beforehand to get all their shit moved over.
Yep. Actually, I think I can just import all their sheets and shit, and then I just have to assign it to them.
You cannot. I tried that earlier this week.
You can't import sheets from D&D Beyond because I know it has a module for it.
I can double check, but
We can check after stream. Alrighty, I'm gonna toss everyone over to One Shot Questers. And thank you everyone for being here. Until we see you again, stay cool, stay in school, and stay techno. We'll catch you then.